Hi, my name is Alexis Swingle, and I am the 2018-2019 chapter president at the University of South Carolina College of Pharmacy SNAFA chapter. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about our membership base. We have a total of 62 pharmacy student members as well as 5 pre-pharmacy student members. But amongst all of them, we have about 30 active members. So we judge that based on members that participated in at least 5 SNAFA service hours. So some of the things that make our chapter special are special projects and initiatives. So we have continued our Carolina Cares for Kids program as well as started a geriatrics initiative. Carolina Cares for Kids is something that's very near and dear to my heart because it was my prescription for service project from last year, and we continued it this year. So we do a 6-week program where we go into public housing and we teach the kids there about various health topics as well as the field of pharmacy. So each week we focus on a health topic. We make sure to incorporate some physical activity as well as reading, and we offer homework help at the end. So week 1 we do nutrition, and we talk about the My Plate and different foods and sugar in their beverages. During week 2 we talk about hygiene, germs, and the vaccines and why that's important. In week 3 we talk about medication safety and poisons, which we also discuss not starting to smoke or just saying no. Week 4 we discuss mental health. This week is when we connect the kids a lot. They really open up to us. Week 5 we focus more on physical activity and ways to stay active even if it's rainy outside. And our last week, week 6, we focused on the career of pharmacy. So this year we were lucky enough to have 2 of our national officers come visit us for week 6 of our program. That week we discussed how pharmacists are the most readily accessible healthcare provider. We also talked about some of the different things that pharmacists can do, such as giving vaccines, taking blood pressure, which we let them kind of do some hands-on activities with, as well as counting by 5s with the counting tray and crushing up some Smarties with a mortar and pestle.
Hey, I'm Jackie, and our SNAFA chapter deserves Medium Chapter of the Year this year because they helped a group of students and myself create the Geriatrics Initiative. This initiative focuses on the underserved population of geriatrics in our area specifically. We covered events such as mental health coloring. We focused on positivity within the healthcare facilities, along with doing medication reconciliations and pill counts throughout each week. It was really a great time, and we look forward to continuing this initiative into next year. Thank you.
This year, for our diabetes initiative, we participated in the JDRF walk, benefiting type 1 diabetes in children. At the walk, we also participated in the health fair where we educated patients about type 1 diabetes. We also did a nutrition class where we learned how to create healthy recipes and make healthy eating very fun, and it was very delicious.
I'm Michael Deeney. I served as the HIV/AIDS chair last year for SNAFA. I was a P1 student, so it was definitely a new experience for me, but I got to pull off a lot of really cool events. With the mental health chair, right at the beginning, I collaborated to do a presentation on the Trevor Project to a bunch of UofSC freshmen. Talked about signs and symptoms of suicide ideation, different resources to connect LGBT teens to who are experiencing those feelings. We got to facilitate a lot of discussion between them on their own personal experiences, and it was a really moving presentation. Another thing we did was World AIDS Day in a collaboration with Walgreens. We probably reached over 300 people at that event. Got to have a table set up right at the front of Walgreens. Got to disperse tons of information on PrEP, HIV/AIDS transmission. We also brought in a guest speaker. Her name was Dr. Jessica Huffer. She was an AIDS specialty pharmacist working at a local clinic. She told us a little bit about her journey, her path to becoming a pharmacist, and then also she was able to bring in a patient of hers who had actually contracted AIDS during the AIDS epidemic in the 1980s and has survived through now. He was able to tell us how different the state of society was then and the state of the disease and everything. And that was a really moving presentation to see.
This year for Operation Immunizations, we worked with Shot at Life to help promote vaccination in developing countries. We had 2 members attend the Shot at Life Summit in DC in February. We held multiple tabling events and call-in events, as well as having a few bake sales that benefited Child Life. Not only did we focus on immunizations abroad, we brought it home, and we held a flu vaccination clinic on campus.
This past year, our Power Event and Stroke Chair was hard at work providing many events, such as the 14 Days of Heart Health in February, providing infographics and photos and information and facts about heart disease. As well, we also did a American Heart Association walk where we provided hands-only CPR. And also, we did an American Heart Association health fair where we interacted with patients and provided blood pressure assessments and also demonstrated how to do hands-only CPR for them.
So this year for our chronic kidney disease initiative, our chair planned a bunch of different cool events we did. So early in the year, we had a health fair that we attended at a church. Over 200 people were in attendance. We went over kidney-friendly recipes. We handed out tons of brochures. We did some sit-down exercises, and it was a great opportunity to interact with dietitians, doctors, and nurses from all across Columbia at that event. And the next thing that she attended was this great kidney walk over at the baseball stadium near the university. That was another event where I had between, I think, 200 and 300 people, all people who were either related to somebody or somebody who had a kidney transplant. It was amazing to see them all come together, all that positive energy, so supportive of each other, and walk for kidneys.
Hi, my name is Taylor, and I am from the University of South Carolina College of Pharmacy SNAFA chapter. This past year, I was the mental health chair, and we were able to have a lot of really awesome events in order to raise awareness. We did the Trevor Project, we did the Out of the Darkness Walk, we even had a suicide training class where over 100 students from throughout the pharmacy school attended and got certified. I think that our chapter really deserves to win the Medium Chapter Award because everyone in our chapter is so passionate about everything that we're doing, and in order to combine all of the initiatives to raise awareness, we really all work together in order to get the entire College of Pharmacy involved, to get the community involved, and to just raise awareness and to really help where we can.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Bryan, and I have had the opportunity to be our chapter's legislative chair for the past 2 years. This year we participated in several events, such as Pharmacy Day at the State House. We hosted a Shot at Life letter writing campaign, and we hosted a voters registration drive. But my favorite event that we created this year was called Float Your Way into Pharmacy Policy, where we had pizza, Coke floats, and a guest speaker from the South Carolina Pharmacy Association who talked to us about legislation in our state and the future and how we can talk to legislators. I think that our chapter deserves the Medium Chapter of the Year award because we have practically built our chapter from the ground up. This year, our goal was to have more participation and plan even more events within our chapter and in coordination with other organizations, and we did just that. We participated in over 160 events, whether that be the surge events, community service, or additional events that were not considered a part of our weekly challenges in SNAFA. And this number also does not reflect the geriatric events that were put on this year by our new chair. I believe that there's still room for us to grow, as there always is, but I can honestly say that this has been one of the most rewarding years that I have ever been a part of in this organization, and I have high expectations for what is to come in the future of our chapter. So this year, I had the opportunity of being the patient for the clinical skills competition, and it was a really cool opportunity because I got to kind of see what everybody knew, and it really helped us communicate with our teachers who were the judges, different things that they could do to maybe help us learn better in the classroom or just help reinforce some of the things that we might have missed out on during the competition. I really enjoyed being the patient, and it definitely gave me a different perspective of what I need to work on myself personally, and I'm excited to see how this experience continues to grow in the future within our chapter and our College of Pharmacy.
This year for our CAPS event, SNAFA UofSC collaborated with South University in Columbia to volunteer at a local elementary school's bingo night. It was a great opportunity to interact with a ton of local kids, talk to them about the pharmacy profession, talk to them about the various education opportunities that were available to them right there in their own city, and be able to collaborate and exchange ideas with the members of SNAFA's, of South University's chapter on the way they run things, their approaches to different events, exchange ideas. It was a really great time for everybody involved.
This year for Operation Immunizations, we worked with Shot at Life to help promote vaccination in developing countries. We had 2 members attend the Shot at Life Summit in DC in February. We held multiple tabling events and call-in events, as well as having a few bake sales that benefited Shot at Life. Not only did we focus on immunizations abroad, we brought it home, and we held a flu vaccination clinic on campus. I am so proud of how far our chapter has come this year. We were recognized as the University of South Carolina College of Pharmacy Outstanding Student Organization of the Year, which is chosen based on service and impact to the community. We also had 2 members receive an honorable mention at the Regional Clinical Skills Competition, and we were recognized by Walgreens for their HIV/AIDS Health Outcomes Award. To our chapter, SNAFA means opportunity, advocacy, service, empowerment, diversity, family, and so many other things. We took all of those things and used them to find our strength and purpose.